Are you thinking about making a move to Brown Summit, North Carolina, and you want to know all there is to know about it? Well, today you're going to want to check out this video. My name is Meredith Parsons. I'm a realtor. I live here. I love it here. I want you to move here and love it here as much as I do. If you could do this, it would be so awesome if you could like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because each week I'm going to be taking you on a little tour, a little adventure of all things Greensboro Triad area, and I wouldn't want you to miss out. You ready to go check out Brown Summit? Let's go. Today we are in the area. It is a municipality. It's not really a city. It's not really a town, but it's the municipality of Brown Summit. I always want to call it Brown Summit, but it's Brown Summit. So it is located on the northern side of Greensboro. You're still within Guilford County for the most part, but a little bit of it goes and runs into Randolph County. And there's not much here. Like, I really wanted to show you what the area looks like, but I feel like it's almost impossible for me to show it to you. So I'm gonna have to take you to different areas and just talk you through what it's like. So I mean, this is kind of downtown. Like, well, it's not downtown, but it's the center of Brown Summit. I'll spin it around so you can see it. But that's it. Like, right where the train station or the train tracks go, like that's the middle. There is the post office behind me, and there is a grocery or a gas station right behind me. So the grocery store is like 10 minutes away, and 29 runs way far up. I mean, that goes, I could take it all the way up to Maryland, which is how I go home to visit my family. And it's super convenient because it's right off of the loop that goes around Greensboro. So it makes getting around super fast, super easy. You can get downtown in about, I think, 15, 17 minutes. So what's great about this area is it's very outdoorsy. So it's very rural. There's not much out here. And when I say there's not much out here, there's really not a lot out here. But there are a lot of parks. You've got Haw River State Park. It's a 1,500-acre park. They've got a lake there. You can go fishing. You can take your boat out on there. So that's pretty awesome. Also have Bryan Park. Bryan Park is awesome if your kids or you play soccer, because they have large soccer events out there. And then you also have Bryan Park Marina, where you can take your boat out there. You can also fish there. And then they also have a public golf course, which is phenomenal. I have played there. It was one of the nicest, I would say the nicest public course I've ever played. A bunch of water on every course, because you're right there on Lake Townsend. That's something that makes it super awesome. And the different neighborhoods here and home prices, they range in price. So some of them, last month of April, the average house price was $250, but there are houses out here ranging from $250 up to like $1 million. It just depends on where you are. Another thing that I wanted to tell you about is that the taxes are different here. Depending on where you are, you need to make sure that you know if you're in the city or if you're in the county. Because even though you're out here, some of the places you are paying city and county taxes, which is 1.39%. And if you're paying county taxes, it's only 0.87%. So that's a fun fact that you should be aware of. And one more thing are the schools. Almost forgot the schools. There are so many schools out in this area for elementary. I can't list them all. Well, I can, but I can't list them all off the top of my head. I have to look at my piece of paper and cheat. So you've got Brightwood Elementary, Monticello Brown Summit Elementary, Northern Guilford, Reedy Fork Elementary, and McNair Elementary. Then for middle school, you've got Brown Summit, which is a magnet school. You have to have certain grades and GPA to get in there, so you have to apply and be accepted. Then you've got Northeast Guilford and Northern Guilford. And then for high school, it's Northeast Guilford High School or Northern High School. this is where I would tell you to check out the scores, because I will say, if you look, they vary greatly going from one school to the other. I'm not going to tell you which, just go and look. And also with Guilford County, you have Guilford County School Assignment. I'm going to drop the link in it at the bottom in the description, just so you can check it out and see. Now, Randolph County, if you're in Randolph County, that's going to be different, but you can put the exact address that you find a house, then you can know exactly what schools that you would go to there. I know that it's like further out, and I know that there's not tons of stuff right at your fingertips, but there's something to be said about living in a quiet, peaceful area. So I hope you've enjoyed your tour, and come back next week. Next week I will be taking you on a tour of Reedy Fork, which is not too far away from Brown Summit, but is in a different area. I appreciate you sticking to the end, and I appreciate you. Thanks. I'll see you next week. Bye.